morning, everyone. I hope you are well. I am here in my my home office. This is where these Facebook Live videos began. However long ago that was, 3.5 years ago. Wow. Anyway, this is where I am this morning, and so I just wanted to pop in. And it is our Thursday check-in. The weather today is a balmy 71 degrees here in Brecksville, Ohio. Hans and I went out for a walk already this morning, and it was that weird, hot yet also strangely cold because it's humid feeling outside. So anyway, that's the weather report. I think I started giving those so that it would give time for people to pop on if they were coming on while I was actually on here live. And also because I sit here and I stare out my window, and that's really nothing else changed during COVID except the weather. Everything else seemed to stay the same, but also be way different than any kind of normal we knew. So I wanted to just talk a little bit about church membership. This is something that I know it's super exciting, but this is something that we've been talking quite a bit about in at the church with the staff in the office and with different groups in our church community. Because, and I think partly because we had the vote to move to the simplified accountable structure. That was a couple weeks ago now, and that passed with 87%. So we are going to be moving to a new leadership structure in 2024, January 2024. But that was something where only members were able to vote. So we had a list available for people to see. Are you a member of Brecksville United Methodist Church or are you not? Because really, anybody can participate at the church. Anybody can be part of, can come to worship. Anyone can be baptized or celebrate Holy Communion. Anyone can participate in any of the activities that we have going on in the church, whether it's volunteering for Habitat for Humanity, which we have our last volunteer date coming up here in about a little over a week, on Saturday, whatever, September 20th or something. But anybody can volunteer for any of the service opportunities. Anybody can go to the groups. Anybody can and participate and learn. Anybody can do pretty much everything at Brecksville United Methodist Church without being a member or knowing whether you're a member. The only time that being a member comes into play is when we are making decisions for the future of the church. So when you become a member, it is, I say it's like putting skin in the game. It is saying that I am here and I am invested in this church community, in this community of faith, and I want to participate and work with God in moving this church into the future. And I want to share my voice in participating in doing that. And so being a member enables you to be on the main committees or are moving forward in January, be on the leadership board that sets the vision and the goals of the church. Good morning, Linda. So being a member enables you to participate in that way, and being a member enables you to vote on how you feel that we should live out the sun's coming out, how we should live out our faith in Brecksville, Ohio. Oh, Linda is in Southern Ohio. I wonder how the weather is there, if it's any warmer at all. But so that's really what being a member is. And we want everyone to be involved, and we want everyone to participate in the church and in being a disciple and growing as a disciple at Brecksville UMC as much as possible, as much as they are able to. And we also want it to be a big decision to become a member. You can become a member by the confirmation kids. If they decide, with the 7th and 8th graders, they're starting a new year this year. If they decide that they want to become a member after their confirmation classes and the whole program, where they learn about all of the things and they have opportunities to participate in their own learnings and their own service opportunities and serving in the church as well as outside the church. And so if they get to the end of their program, their confirmation time, and they decide to confirm their faith, then they become a member of the church. So that's one way. And then you can also become a member by participating in our membership process. And it is a process, and that is for anyone who has, whether you've been coming to the church and you've been active in the church for years and years and years, and you didn't realize that you weren't a member and it's just kind of a technicality in a way, you still need to go through the membership process. Or if you are brand new or newer to BUMC and you want to learn about becoming a member, you go through the membership process. And it's a process because we take it seriously, because we don't want people to become members like they're joining a club, and then we don't see them anymore because they're like, I joined, I'm good to go. That's not what it is. Being a member it's a big decision. So the first part of the membership process, and it can take, like I said, it can take a long time for people to go through the process. Good morning, Christine. And that's fine, and that's great. One of the things that I say is going through the membership process helps you to discern whether Brecksville United Methodist Church is your kind of weird. We're all weird in our own special way. And there's lots and lots of churches and part of being involved and connecting and really being invested in a church is making sure that it's a place where it just fits. Like you can feel the spirit and all of that. And we want everyone to feel like they fit, but that's also not realistic. So there's lots of churches. And so we want to make sure through this membership process that Brecksville UMC is your kind of weird. Or you're kind of crazy. Maybe that's what I say. I don't know. But the first part of our membership process is Talk with the Team, which is an hour on Sunday, September 17th. It's directly after the 10:30 service. We can do Zoom if people want to Zoom in. If you're far away and you want to Zoom in and get to know the staff, and we can even take you along on the tour of the church. It's 1 hour to get to know the staff and kind of say, all right, who is this like Jacqueline person that we keep talking about? Like if you have questions, talk to Jacqueline. Well, you get to see Jacqueline and you get to hear from her what her job is and why you would contact her and ask questions. And we go through the whole staff like that, just putting names with faces, and have that initial contact and learn a little bit more about the vision and the mission of BUMC, and take that church tour because it's a big church. Good morning, Maria. And then, so that's Talk with the Team. That's a first step. And then we move into 4 weeks of a basic beliefs class. The basic beliefs class is 4 weeks of learning about what it means to be United Methodist. What are our beliefs? What do we believe about different things? What is some of the history? What is some of the church structure? Because we're a connectional church. What does that mean? To really understand what it means to be a United Methodist. And then after that is our actual membership class, which is 3 weeks. And that is because we want you to kind of see, like, all right, is this really the place for you? Is being a Methodist, a United Methodist, the place for you? And is Brecksville United Methodist the place for you? Before actually moving into that last step of the membership class. And then the membership class is learning your strengths and learning how God has created you and how you can then use those gifts through Brecksville UMC to engage with the world and really put your mark on the church. And so that's what that last part is, and really what it means for you personally to live out the membership the membership vows of prayers, presence, gifts, service, and witness. That's what it means to be a member, to really commit. So I just wanted to share a little bit. We're going to be talking about membership more in the weeks and the months to come because church membership, I think, has changed over the decades. I know it's changed over the decades, and it's different than being a member of anywhere else, because it's not like being a member of a club where you get perks and stuff. Your perks is that that you're saying you're going to like do stuff. So, it's great. I love it. I think that it's important, but it's one of those like church, like Christian Jesus followers, like upside down from the rest of the way the rest of the world looks at things kind of thing. Being a member is not about all the perks that you get, but about the ways that you get to really make an impact and put your hands and feet to work for Jesus in a meaningful way. So that is my little or longer membership spiel. I hope you are well and that you enjoy this weather this weekend. Anyone is welcome to come to our fall kickoff. That is this Sunday after the 10:30 service. We're going to have food from Saroj and Carlos restaurant, and then we're going to have a bounce house for the kids. We're going to have all kinds of yard games, fun yard games. We're going to have Kona ice truck and family photos. Don is going to do some beautiful family photos that you can get for free. And then we'll make a church collage of that. And it's just going to be a lot of fun to gather together and hang out. And so everyone, you do not have to be a member for that. Everyone can come and celebrate with us on Sunday for our fall kickoff. And we're also starting a new series called The Struggle is Real, because being in community and having like real, like honest and open conversations with people, whether it's in the church or it's in the world, because the world is having a hard time communicating with each other, or it's with family or whatever, having conversations is hard. And so what does the Bible say? What does Jesus say about having conversations and being open and having communication with one another? So that's our next series, 4-week series. So I hope you are well, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.